Hello and welcome to Brands Hatch. We're here for the 2015 Mini Festival. Coming up in today's show, we have highlights from the longest running Mini Championships, the Mini Miglia and the Dunlop Mini7s. This weekend we've got the Mini Miglias out and the Mini7s. Tell us a bit about the differences between the two races.
The Mini7's a lot more standard, 1000cc class, very standard type wheels onto them, wheels and tyres, not so much modification on the engine. Miglias are out and out race cars like mini touring cars, 1300 full race engines, very quick, handling's a lot better, full slicks on there. Everyone now runs electronic ignitions now, computer run systems on their cars. Yes, they're all very good out there.
Well, hello and welcome down to the grid here at Brands Hatch, where the cars are lining up ready for the Mini Miglia race. It should be an exciting battle off the front line, because starting in second position is the current series leader, which is Kane Aston, but starting from pole position right next to him is the series champion, and that is Rupert Death. It should be an exciting battle. Let's go racing.
Certainly should be. So let's have a look at how they line up then, with Rupert Death and Kane Aston on the front row of the grid, then Mark Cowan and Dan Wheeler row 2, there Aaron Smith and Niven Burge, and then Robert Howard and Damon Aston, but no Robert Howard there in 7th place as we get ready for the off, and away we go. It's a great start for the bright red car and Niven Burge, but he gets blocked out by Dan Wheeler, making sure he defends resolutely as they arrive in towards Paddock Hill Bend for the first time, and swoop downhill already. Kane Aston looking to fight his way to the front of the field. Aston, the sky blue car, leads into Druids then for the first time. Everybody safely through Paddock, and then rolling down in towards Graham Hill Bend. They'll jink left and then sprint along the Cooper Straight. The rest of the field all running very closely. It's Rupert Death who is there in second place, and then Aaron Smith in third in number 21. Just behind them is Mark Cowan in car 99. It's already Aston trying to stretch his legs and break away, but that is almost near impossibility in Mini Miglia racing. These cars are extremely highly tuned, and the drivers are amongst the most efficient of all Mini competitors. It really does take a very special skill to be able to make these cars go quickly. At the moment, Kane Aston, as he's done so often in the past, is there at the front of the field and controlling the pace as they turn into Druids once more. As the field all jostling for ground behind, but at the moment Aston pacing the pack. He's got Rupert Death behind him, then Aaron Smith and Mark Cowan, and they're possibly just content to let Aston try and tow them along in these early stages, and then wait to see how the race unfolds. They turn through Clark Curve and on to the Bradham Straight. These laps being reeled off very rapidly as Mark Cowan squeezed onto the grass, then Aaron Smith shutting the door possibly a little bit later than maybe he ought to have done, as Rupert Death challenges the outside of Kane Aston, the pair of them side by side into Paddock Hill Bend, running downhill, and Death looks to pick up the throttle, climbs uphill, swarms one side then the other of Kane Aston. Aston though sticking to the racing line, making those behind do the hard work. As Death tries to find a way past, it means that Aaron Smith will find himself rapidly sucked into this train, fighting to lead the race. Glad to see that Mark Cowan's recovered, albeit with the loss of a place. He has slipped down into 5th position as the field negotiate clearways once more. These laps being reeled off very, very rapidly. A pole position time for Rupert Death, just 54.9 seconds. That's worth an average speed of just shy of 80 miles an hour, as Death now looks to challenge Aston again. The pair of them run as close as you want into Paddock Hill Bend. They have got Dan Wheeler as well in the mix, climbing uphill towards Druids. There is Wheeler looking to the inside. I think that was Damon Aston. Oh, there's contact between Wheeler and Aston. Around they go. and Mark Wheeler facing the wrong direction, so is Damon Astin. Wheeler rejoins. I hope he's not done too much damage. The same for Astin. The race leaders meanwhile flicking through Surtees once more, and there is Damon Astin. Door is pushed open. Grumpy driver about to vacate the cockpit as at the front of the field continues the pace, and once more Rupert Deep looks to draw alongside Kane Astin as they arrive into Paddock Hill Bend. Astin though isn't even on the brakes. Oh, and very late on the brakes as well for Mark Coward, very nearly making contact with Aaron Smith, who I don't know if you saw him coming, but it didn't really impact in any way whatsoever the approach he took towards Paddock Hill Bend as they head through Druids down towards Graham Hill Bend. The field still very tightly bunched. This is Mini Amelia racing at its very best, as again Deeth to the outside of Astin. This time Rupert Deeth might have just done enough, and Kane Astin that's even on the brakes, and he still manages to find a way past as Rupert Deeth just pushes it a little bit too hard and goes through the gravel trap on the exit of Paddock Hill Bend. Deeth demoted. He's now down behind Niven Burge. As you can see, the field are all still in reasonably close contention, and Kane Astin, well, so much equipment on the brakes into Paddock Hill Bend. He has now seen off Rupert Deeth. It's Aaron Smith who is going to take his turn to come back at him. And then Deeth, having had that trip through the gravel, now recovering up into third place as we move into the latter stages of this race. Just a handful of laps remaining. And this has been a masterpiece, really, from Kane Astin. Under sustained pressure, he has absorbed absolutely everything that's been thrown at him. And as a result, the other cars just been eminently thwarted. They just can't find a way past him. Deeth now taking his turn to try and challenge Aaron Smith. Now that could be good news for Kane Astin in terms of giving Astin just a little bit of breathing space through Graham Hill Bend. Only a couple of laps remaining as well. As Deeth challenges Smith, Smith defends, Astin gets breathing space. At what point are they all going to regroup and start working together? They turn through clearways now, and then along the Brabham Straight into what I suspect is going to probably be the final lap of the race here. So Kane Astin will be looking at his mirrors and enjoying the sight of Aaron Smith defending Rupert Deeth, but Smith breaks deep into Paddock Hill Bend, gets onto terms now with Kane Astin as they climb uphill towards Druid's hairpin. Down they go, and then running back downhill towards the left-hander, Graham Hill Bend. Deeth looks to the inside of Smith, nothing doing. Along the Brabham Straight now, Aaron Smith really coming back onto terms with Kane Astin. Just through Surtees, Astin really just needs to get the braking right for clearways, make sure he doesn't understeer through the apex, and he does that absolutely as he wanted to. It means that Kane Astin, barring a last moment mechanical disaster, is going to claim victory in the Mini Amelia race here at the Brands Hatch Mini Festival. He accelerates through and takes the checker flag just for Aaron Smith. He's only a tenth of a second behind Rupert Deeth, completing the podium. Wonderful racing for the Mini Amelias. Mini Amelia racing at its very best. And all of our podium finishers, I think, could be very proud of their performances. It was close, it was competitive, most importantly it was clean. It was Kane Astin who prevailed. He waves to the marshals and takes the acclaim of the crowd. Let's have a look then at the final results. Kane Astin wins it from Aaron Smith and Rupert Deeth. Niven Burge in 4th, Mark Spims in 5th, and Dave Drew completing the top 10.
Well, Rupert, that certainly wasn't a lack of effort on your part, but quite a moment at Paddock Hill Bend, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, that was a sort of a do or die move, but it didn't come off. Thankfully, I didn't beach it in the gravel. We still got going again. So no, pleased with the outcome, but would have liked to have been further up, but never mind.
Absolutely, and it's a great result after that incident to get back onto the podium.
Yeah, no, I'm pleased with it, and it seems like a repeat of yesterday, because I don't know if you watched yesterday's race, but I would just like to say one thing: massive thank you to Mini Spares, who are here to support me this weekend, and we move on to Donington, and hopefully we'll pull our finger out.
Well, Aaron, second place for you there. You certainly gave it your all to try and take that win, but it was just eluding you there, wasn't it?
I know. I mean, like, I couldn't have tried any harder. Kane was doing a very defensive race. The team from Caddo provide the power for the engine, and like it was just as good as Kane's, but there was just not enough room on the circuit for me to overtake.
Well, better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, like 2 seconds. I'm pleased with that for the weekend. So yes, a good result in all.
Well, Kane, congratulations. Great win for you there, and a great start for you.
Yeah, fantastic. Yesterday was a great win as well. For me, it's all about championship points now. I've got quite a healthy lead, but it was a good race. I had a good start, but I felt that Mark Cowan was on the inside of me, and I thought he was going to carry on, but he bottled it. And then I just sort of managed to get grip and got the inside line, and I didn't look back really. Had a poor restart under the safety car, but yeah, very, very good.
They certainly don't make it easy for you though, did they?
No. The thing with these minis, they're like a brick. So when the air travels over them, it just creates a huge pocket, and you get such a good tow. But yeah, I'd just like to thank my sponsor, NW Brown Insurance, for all the support they've given me this year, and look forward to going to Donington.
Well, that was some fantastic mini racing there from the Mini Miglias. Make sure you join us after the break when we'll have more action from the Dunlop Mini 7s.